This is a conundrum. All of my books have been destroyed. All of the ones that I've been collecting, every single one of them. I can't get into that, it's just decorative. But everything that was in there is now gone. Well, that's what whoever destroyed them thought, at least. I've actually been keeping a backup of the backups, so I still have every book. And now that they've been destroyed, we're just going to keep them somewhere safe. That being said, we have some stuff to do today. Oh, we've got some mail. We'll check that in a minute. I have decided... Ooh. I have decided that I still have a couple of things to do out here in the starter area. Just a few little things here and there. So I want to finish them up for this episode. To begin with, we have our shopping district. And I think it's time that I get a little shop up and running. People are starting to make some shops. And I think I should get it up and running at least until I go over to my base. So then it's kind of like off my plate. I also want to fix up this path here and put something here like in the little middle. Maybe like, I don't know where exactly, but I'll figure it out. But I want to fix up this little path. I want to put a little bit more details into the area. Shay was going to do some trees. I know she's still going to do a basalt tree, but I might help her out and do some of the trees that I had plans for around the side, just because I'm already making her do things over there at the shopping district, and I feel bad. So I will take some responsibility off her plate and maybe do some of those really, really fast. Just they're just small little things. So we might do a quick montage when I get to this and that. Just a really short, sweet slap at the face montage. But for now, I wanted to check out the ruins again and check out what's in here. Oh, okay. Keeper's bag with some crystals in it. Gilded crystals. Well, we were headed up to the portal anyway, so let's go check it out. I can fly. If I can actually yeet myself. Meow. Let's turn this off so we have, a little bit more atmosphere. I do that, by the way. I know some people might not like it, but my eyesight is not that great. And when it gets dark, even in just some like darker areas, I have trouble seeing stuff. So I do this. I'm sorry, there's a car outside. I do this so that I can kind of see things a little bit better. I try to keep it off when I'm recording something so that it looks nicer. But if it's on, it is what it is. I'm sorry. We already got a little hint though. Look at that. That's a... What the heck? Alright, there's new stuff in here too. Let's check out... Let's start with this one first. Yeah, there's a new book. So, Valiant Gilded. You've demonstrated incredible resourcefulness, strength, and courage. You've earned the chance to take on smaller tasks with rewards to come soon as you continue your efforts. Now, your primary task is to celebrate your achievements. Organize a festival to honor your journey up to this point. Include whatever brings you joy, but keep in mind the guidance that brought you here and those who gave you the name Gilded. That's a lot of dots. I'm afraid to turn the page. For those who falter, there will be only one warning. Is this the same book? Devotion. Yes. Devotion. I don't really like the sound of that. Smaller tasks. Is that... Okay. Community project. Gilded crystals. Alright, alright. We'll take a closer look at these off camera, maybe. Here's the crystals here. Gilded members' heads. Okay. Go on an adventure. Collect unique. Prank. Alright. Okie dokie. Are they all the same? Oh, no, these are some different. Donate. Decorate an end gateway. Make an Enderman farm. Defeat the dragon again. Alright. These two rooms, we managed to peek into this one a little bit. Are these books the same? Okay. These are the rules, I guess, for the tasks. Alright, task in the barrels will be rewarded through the honor system. Take a task, add your name or initials to the paper. Once you complete the task, throw the paper into the water stream. Collect your crystals. You can complete the same task. However, they are limited. 20 crystal tasks can be done once a month. 15, 3 weeks. 10 every 2. 5 every 1. Tasks that involve other guild members, always be respectful. For tasks that involve harming members, make sure they're alright beforehand. Of course. The golden rule, ask permission before you take somebody's head. Those tasks don't need to result in a death either. Perhaps you can trade for the items you seek. Okay. Alright, alright. Got some more donates in here. Make the portal save. Defeat a wither. This sword. Let's take a peek at this. A dragon slayer. Ooh. 30 gilded crystals. Well, we have 20. I'm guessing this is from defeating the dragon. So we've got 20 crystals. Make a black market shop. Find me? Find who? There's nothing else here. Are there any other books? Find me. Well, let's take this task. I saw another task in the other one. Let's take this one for our actual task. Where is it at? Build a shop in the shopping is 10. Yeah. So we're doing this anyway. So let's do that. We can only do it for one. Can I put this book in there too? Oh, I can. Nice, nice. Alright. We'll just borrow the keeper's bag for that, I guess. But yeah, find me. Find me. I'm also looking at the sword a little bit closer, and I'm not wondering if something's written. They look like runes, but do they mean anything? I guess we'll have to study it more. We'll have to do our task and get the 30 crystals. But, find me. Find who? The keeper? The architects? Myself? Oh, I guess we'll just have to figure that out in time. Alright. I have to get some prismarine. So, I think we're gonna go... There's rain. There's always rain. Actually, it's nighttime, so let's sleep real quick. And we'll talk at the same time. I'm gonna go raid an ocean monument, and I might drag some people along with me. And then after that, we're gonna go collect some items for our shop building. I already have the design in mind, so I already kind of know what I need to go get. And, yeah, we'll be right back after we gather everything.
I can't know which way we came from.
That way.
That way? That way, I think.
That way.
Maybe.
Be
Yeah.
back now.
Oh.
I can't fly
You don't
without
have
wings.
That was so good.
I couldn't make that up, could I? I was just like, up, I don't, wait, what?
That was really anticlimactic. And of course, it has to be raining when I start trying to build these. But we've got all of our items here that we need to build the shop, and some of the items for the shop. It's this little trash bin right here, and then down there, I've also got some more items for the other shop. So let's start with the free shop first. And we will roll straight over into our secondary store as well. Grab everything that we can here and get going. Alrighty, and that is our shops. Well, as we were talking about, this one isn't really a shop. This one is more just for community funsies. I don't make any money. I'm not going to take any profits from them. If I do take an item, I will obey the rules and pay what you want, which now that we have some items in here, I will kind of show you guys what I'm talking about with the pay what you want. First off, we'll start with the smithing templates. These are fine to just do whatever you want with. You make a, well, don't do whatever you want. Make a copy of it, and then, do your gear, but always leave a copy in here. You bring your own materials. It's so expensive to do. It's just, it's silly. It's silly. Past that, in every single chest down here at least, there is an upstairs, but for now, I think it's just a little storage place. There's nothing here. There might be if we, get more items along the way. But for now, there's just random stuff in here. Some of it's not horrible, I mean, some of it's eh. But I filled it up with a bunch of stuff that I just kind of had randomly. Some of these boots that I got from the end and everything. There's instructions in here, which is basically just going to tell you what I'm telling you here, which is, so you see an item that you want. Let's say you want this swift sneak item. I would say check something and see if you have something comparable. Do you have a different book maybe to put in there? If not, do you have like a rarer item to put in there? Swift Sneak 1 is not, it's not the greatest, but don't put a stick in there. don't don't be that person, okay? It's supposed to be for fun, but also to kind of actually give people something they might actually need coming by. Even if there are some weird items in here, who knows? You could be building a shop here and be like, oh man, I don't have enough materials for a bamboo sign. But hopefully you understand what I'm saying, it's not a place for your garbage to go. Even if I'm unloading some of my garbage. I mean, it's not that bad. Alright, let's go take a look at the pet store. Think we can make it down here if we drift. Whee! Alright, well this side is the pet store. This side is my artifact store. We'll start with the pet store first because this is more straightforward. I'm not done yet. I need to add some displays. I need to stock. Everything needs to be stocked. I don't think I need this many barrels, but we will see. This bottom side of the store is going to have things like leads, name tags, saddles, wolf armor, horse armor. If anybody has a need to make a shop out of some of those items, that's fine. I know they're kind of a wide variety of items, but it's meant to be anything that you might need for pets. But, again, I don't want to curb a market on something. Also, I probably am gonna get some villagers to put in the basement. I'll make sure the working conditions are good, I promise. But for things like saddles and leather armor for the horses, and I don't know what else I can get. Name tags. I'll probably put some villagers below to source my stuff. But we'll figure that out. So this will be general items. Upstairs, I have decided it's supposed to be meant for pet-like creatures, so cats, dogs, horses. I will deliver you an untamed creature, except for the horses. Horses can be transferred, so that's fine. But things like the wolves, the cats and stuff, they can't. So if there's something in particular that you want and need, you come up here, and I'm going to have a book here explaining how and what the prices are going to be. And I don't know what I'm going to do with these barrels, because I can't put mobs in the barrels. I might make some custom items that represent the mobs that I'm willing to do. Or maybe the types of mobs, like maybe they'll be like large mobs, small, medium, something like that. And I'll just make a custom item that represents them to put in here for you to grab. And then come talk to me about it. We'll see. Otherwise, I might tear it down and just put some display stuff up on the wall. Something like that. But it's meant to be for pets. But I am going to word it so that you can get away with doing like aggressive mobs if you want to. And make my life wholly miserable because I'm probably a potato at getting aggressive mobs. So... It just, yeah, I'm gonna regret it, but it's okay. Anyway, my other side of the shop. This is my special side. My special side. I can speak, I promise. This is my special side of the shop. Or my special shop in general. This is all gonna be diamonds. I will still take trades. I don't mind doing that, but this side is trade only. It is going to be filled. There is nothing in here, I promise. Well, there might be some stuff in here. Okay, good. It's going to be filled with anything that you can get out of archaeology or any of like the temples and ruins and stuff. The fortresses, bastions, anything you can get in there will be in here. And there might be some unique items that I name uniquely. Like, for instance, you can get arrows, right? You can get arrows in chests. So maybe I'll like rename them something silly, like I don't have an anvil in here right now, but like ancient arrow, or you know, maybe I'll make up some different factions or something like that. You know, just silly stuff. But the general main items that will be sold are like the unique stuff. Any extra armor trends that I get will be sold, except for, not except for, just the first set's gonna go up there for people to copy for free. Another set's gonna go in my pocket so that I can have a set in case something happens to any of those, then I can copy and replace. A third, anything past those, is gonna come into the shop for trade. So it gives people an option, like if they don't want to copy, or if it's too expensive to copy, they can come trade it. The music discs, I think some of the unique music discs that you can get will come in here. Banner patterns, and the sherds and sniffer eggs, stuff like that will be in here. These items I will only we require a trade for. Either, you know, maybe I'll trade a shard for a shard. If you have a shard that you don't want the particular picture of, I'll trade it for that. But the main idea of this is to sell me stupid things. Like, I'm encouraging you to sell me some very stupid things that aren't exactly what you say they are. So, for example, I don't know, bring me an ancient pickaxe or something that you found, quote unquote. An ancient artifact, make up a story for it, sell me on it though, because I'm not just gonna accept it and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll trade you this for that. You have to give me a story for the item. And that's mostly what I'm trading you for. Give me give me something silly. But other than that, any other items that I find, you know, things like iron ingots and gold ingots and stuff like that, I do plan on having it in here, but again, I'll try to make them unique and stuff. And it won't be a lot of the stuff because you don't find too many of it. I don't want to start a whole iron business in here because, you know, like Cade has their iron shop up there, so. And other people will have other shops that have said items in it. So I don't want to step on toes. It's just to sweeten a deal, sweeten the pot a little bit, possibly. Or I just make silly items out of it. I have also been thinking I need to like decorate this wall here. I'm thinking of like putting some shelves and doing maybe some custom items, or I might just do armor stands. Custom items would be easier for me because the armor stands get a little much if I wanted to put multiples in here, but we'll see. The upstairs is just extra storage, mostly just for me when I start to collect items, which is going to segue us into my next bit, which is we are gonna have to go stock our shop. So, get your brushes out and your a shovel. I have a shovel somewhere. Here's a shovel. Shovel. We gotta go digging and brushing and other dangerous things like going into a bastion. Oh, please help me. we got our stock, and we've got our stores all stocked up as well. Let's take a quick look. So, as you see, or saw, I went and did a whole bunch of trail ruins and jungle temples and desert temples, and I even did a couple of bastions. I don't want to talk about the bastions; those were scary. We did get some goodies though. We got a bunch of smithing templates and some ancient debris from it. So, and even a little bit of that as well. I put an extra bit of ancient debris and smithing templates in here for some trading. I don't plan on doing anything with netherite right now, so I'm perfectly fine with putting that in for the time being. And you know, if nothing comes of it, it is what it is. I didn't get a whole bunch of extra smithing templates because most of them I put over there. So there's not really too much to choose from. I need a couple more records. I got tons of pottery shards, but some of them I'm gonna be a little bit stingy with because I only have, you know, like 2 of these, only 1 of this. So it might just the price of these might be a little higher than others. And by price I mean, you know, I want to rename these to like ancient diamonds and ancient block of emerald because I found a lot of those digging. But yeah, I'm gonna put up some totems of them dying as well, and some of these I do kind of want to make, not really like a big farm or anything, or a big store for them either. Just, again, this store is just supposed to be for trades, for fun stuff and, you know, little bits and stuff like that. So all of this stuff is, you know, there might be a store pop up for totems and the bad omen stuff in the future from somebody else, and they're more than welcome to because I'm not selling this stuff for diamonds. So, and then this bin here is some random stuff here. I decided to throw the candles in for funsies. You know, ancient items, because everything I dug up or I got out of chests from the desert temples and stuff. So that's that. I don't know how I feel about this back wall here, but it's gonna have to do for now. It's just a for now thing. But that is, we named it the Lost Lore Emporium. And then the upstairs is just gonna be where I stock stuff to bring down eventually. Over here we have the Pixel Paws, which is our pet store down here, and Blocky Beast, which is going to be our pet acquisition? A pet delivery system? I price things maybe a little high in here. We'll see. I price these at 5 diamonds a piece right now because I don't have anything set up for it quite yet, and I want to do that. I want to put it down below. I also need to terraform a little bit before I do that as well. I need to pull this back more. These guys are 5 diamonds for now, but I might lower them. Again, I don't have like a guaranteed way of getting stuff at the moment. So until I get that, then things are going to be a little expensive, except for the leather armor. 3 diamonds for these, 5 diamonds for those, and 10 diamonds for those. And then there's nothing in here. This is meant to look like a little pet treat or something, you know, like a little pet store. I want to work on the decorations a little bit more later. Up here, I don't have any decorations yet. We just have the book for the rules for the shop, or the instructions for the shop. And I'll probably, oh, I just threw that in there. I'll probably put maybe some books and quills in one of these just to have people write their requests if they would like to, but that means I have to kind of fix this. Anyway, I'm not going to read this for you. You can pause and read it yourself. I keep I forgot that it's a, you know, like a redstone contraption. I'm gonna have to move it. I'll move it more in the middle later on. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. But that is our 2 shops done. And that means we can turn in. We can't turn in that one. We're gonna keep this one because we don't know what's going on with that. And we're gonna turn in this one. Build a shop in the shopping district. And that should give us enough crystals to get that sword. So let's go check that out now. Okay, we need to grab our crystals first. So the instructions said that we put our name or our tag on here. Does this fit? Does that show up? Yes, it does. Alright. And we throw this into the water stream. Okie dokie. And then we grab our crystals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 10. And let's pick up our sword. I still wonder what it might mean. I guess we'll see eventually. Does it... Oh, it still changes. Well, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. I still have some of the stuff to do. Excuse you, you're interrupting. Let's take a look at the sword out here. I was gonna say I don't want to spoil anything, but there's really nothing to spoil. It has that all covered up pretty decently. Yeah, not a bad looking sword. Pretty spiffy. We'll have to see if somebody can figure out what these runes are. Maybe it says something. I don't know. For now, we'll finish up working on the starter area. I'll probably do that off camera and just get it done before the next episode, and we'll show it off then. Because I really want to get to my main base and start building, and I need to do the villager stuff, and just too much stuff. Too much stuff. Anyways, hope you guys had fun. I'll see you next time.